Good afternoon, all, and welcome back to my Press YouTube channel at CoffeeStream number 271. It is Halloween, and it's an interesting Halloween. We've got lots to talk about here. I'm just trying to send the link out to a couple of people because we've got a lot of things to go through. And it would be better to have a panel. So I'm just quickly sending the link. I'm just trying to get this done. I just thought I would, start the stream so that you guys weren't waiting and waiting and waiting. There we go. Okay, so if the people I sent the link to show up, it'll be good. We'll have lots of fun. If not, we'll still have lots of fun. Because boy, oh boy, do I have some interesting things to talk about today. We've got some, general news, but we've got about 3 Halloween articles that are just going to make us go, what in the fuck? And the last article about Halloween also comes with a personal story and a Facebook feed that I will be reading. So that'll be fun. Let's say hi to chat. Grillin' Pirate Pete says, just came from P-Dog's stream. Made him give the stream a shout out and put in the link. Oh, thanks, Grillin' Pirate Pete. Hello, Rolling Bear. It's been raining here since yesterday, says Grillin' Pirate Pete. It's same here. It's gross. It's not supposed to stop until it turns to snow. Ugh. Ugh. Fuck snow. Good morning, P-Dog. Hello, Mr. Dax. Hello, Fury Kitten. Hello, Pink Hollow. Hey, everyone, get ready for some dramaology. No, honey, it's dramaturgy. Dramaturgy. So we've got, hang on, I need to pee and get my beer, says Fury Kitten. Oh, don't worry. We'll save the drama for when you get back. Hi, Skep Talk. Good to see you. I am doing much better. I did have a migraine last night. I'm sending the link to I sent the link to Monkey and Dax Orion. And I needs more light. Oh shit, did I forget to turn the light on? I did not forget to turn the light on. Is the light bulb burming? Yes, is the light bulb burming out? I wonder. As long as the turning to snow doesn't happen until partway through Saturday, I don't give a shit, says Pinkalo. Yeah, that's true. Pinkalo's got a good big long drive tomorrow. Like a 13-hour round trip. Glad to hear you're feeling better, says Skep. Your face looks like it's in shadow. Oh, weird. I drove for 2 days in a blizzard this week. It sucked, says Diesel Dave. Oh, man. That's not fun, Diesel Dave. Oh, that is not fun at all. Lighting is fine to me, says Costin. Okay. Achievement unlocked. Beer and empty bladder. Oh, good. Now, who's sending me links? Is that Pinkalo that's doing that? Oh, no. It was Mr. Monopoly. Yeah. So we've got a few, Pinkalo sent some really funny ones today. Some great ones. And of course, I have a bunch of stuff in the Discord from Gunfox that I can read tomorrow. But what we're going to start with, because I'm going to share my screen in a minute. I've got all the stories picked up. It's too early for me to be drinking. Plus, I'm at work, says Cynical Lindsay. Any Quebec man stories? No, I have not have any Quebec man stories. Was that what you sent me, Dr. No? A Quebec man story? So our first story, let's pop over here to the share screen button. This is going to make you guys giggle. There we go. All right. And I will be keeping an eye on StreamYard in case the peoples that I have sent the link to come in. It's never too early, says Fury Kitten. Let's see. You sent me a story about impeachment. Okay, I will see if I can fit it in. I will attempt to fit it in. Work is evil, says W.R. Costin. Yes, it can be. That's good coffee. Okay. So let's read about Pamela Anderson. Pamela Anderson asks Trudeau to serve inmates vegan meals to save cash. Well, I guess that's a way of keeping like the prisoners like weak and immoral and demoralized. That might work. Mr. Dax says, wait, are vegan meals less expensive? I don't think so. I really don't think so. You don't need sight to have vision, says Green Badger. Very true. Pink Hollow says yes, because vegan diets are so cost effective. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be good. Let's read.
Ottawa, actress Pamela Anderson is asking Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to take meat and milk off prison menus to help the planet and the health of federal inmates, and save taxpayers some cash, to boot.
That's a crime, just starving them like that. Prisons have a duty of care. That's true. Serving the inmates vegan meals, isn't that cruel and unusual punishment? Yeah, that violates the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. This coincides with the Guardian headline I read yesterday but didn't grab. It said, why do people around the world hate vegans so much? This is why, says Pinkalo. Yes, this is exactly why.
The former Baywatch star makes the pitch in a letter to Trudeau, part of her work with the animal rights group PETA, writing that she hopes Canada embraces what she calls a simple but effective way to reduce costs and improve lives.
How would it improve the lives of prisoners? Prisoners are already unstable and violent. You really want to deprive their brains of the enzymes their brains need? Milk is nutritious. What the hell is she on about? Oh, don't you understand, Mr. Dax? Vegans think that it's disgusting and gross that we drink milk from other animals because we're the only animal that does that. You know, because that's a thing that should dictate what we do. Sorry, I'm just fixing my mic here. It's vegans will actually use the argument, if you wouldn't drink milk, if you wouldn't breastfeed from a cow, you shouldn't drink its milk. And I'm just sitting there going, okay, so does that mean we shouldn't cook our food, build houses, use textiles, drive on roads, everything? Just, oh, broccoli fart in a closed cell. That would be terrible. We are the only animal that does that. These are for people who never seen cows on a farm licking milk off udders and teats. Yeah, no, but they're saying that we're the only animal that drinks other animals' milk. Fury Kitten says, I've seen dogs raise kittens on their milk, seen pigs suckling from cow and deer. Yeah. I've had raw milk. It's actually quite good, says Zombie Teddy. I've heard that. I have heard that, actually. Ants also milk aphids. I didn't know that either. We're also the only animal that does calculus, but I don't see anyone asking us to stop doing that, says P-Dog. Very true. Very true. This is a very good point.
She wants Canada's federal penitentiaries to serve vegan meals of beans, rice, lentils, pasta, vegetables, and fruits, which she bills as sources of all the nutrients one would need, at a fraction of the cost of meats and cheeses, since most vegan ingredients don't need to be refrigerated.
She wants to gas the prisoners to death. She wants prisoners to kill themselves with fucking gas. That's what she wants. Wow, fucking Google actually changed the entirety of my message. It was supposed to say cats, not cows. Well done, Google. I've had raw milk. I love it, says Skeptalk. It tastes very sweet. I've heard that it's very sweet. Also, I've had raw goat's milk. Not a fan. I do not like the taste of goat's milk at all. I find it very bitter. I do not enjoy goat's milk. Google knows what you want. You want what Google wants you to want, says Skeptalk. Yep.
In its most recent departmental plan, Correctional Service Canada says it provides nutrition sufficient in quality and quantity and in line with the Canada Food Guide,
which is the law. That's what it's supposed to do.
Anderson says the newly retooled food guide put less of an emphasis on eating meat and dairy, instead suggesting more plant-based proteins in Canadians' diets.
Yes, soy. The Canadian Food Guide is actually promoting soy. It's terrible. And Trudeau better listen, because she's a woman, and Trudeau has promised to listen to all women. Yeah, especially now after he kicked 2 women out of his cabinet. Listen and obey. Yes. Dark chocolate almond milk is really good, says cynical Lindsay. Surprisingly, it tastes just like chocolate milk. Huh. Interesting. Soy, Canada, poetry. Hello, RVA.
Arletta also points at a UN climate panel report calling for a dietary shift to help combat climate change, another interest for the actors who backed the Greens and their leader Elizabeth May in the just concluded federal election.
And what are you going to do with all the cows? Fuck, you people are stupid. These people think that cows were once wild animals and were since domesticated. That at this point, cows are, if you turn cows loose into the wild, they will die. And we will have billions, and I mean billions, of dead fucking rotting cows all over the place. And you think the fucking greenhouse gas is bad now. You just wait until there are billions of decomposing bodies. You just wait. Billions.
4 years ago, Anderson traveled to Arizona to serve vegetarian meals to the approximately 8,000 inmates at the Maricopa County Jail alongside Joe Arpaio, the controversial local sheriff who made the decision. Arpaio estimated the move would save $100,000 a year.
Wait, wasn't Joe Arpaio the piece of shit sheriff in Arizona that everyone is all pissed off about? Anthrax, can't wait, says Fury Kitten. Yeah, that'll be good, says Skeptalk. Soy is full of phytoestrogen. It will knock your hormones off balance. Do you really want... No, I don't want inmates on a hormonal mood swings, thank you. Yes, Sheriff Joe, that's him. Okay, that's what I thought. His name sounds familiar. Okay, so she went to Maricopa County with Joe Arpaio and served vegetarian food to the inmates. I'm sure they were so happy. I'm sure they were thrilled to be receiving fucking very fucking just vegetarian meals. You know why the only reason there wasn't a prison riot was because somebody with giant tits was bringing the vegetarian meals. Had it just been Joe, he would have fucking died. They would have been like, what is this shit you're serving us? But because somebody with tits showed up, they were like, this is awful food, but look at those tits. That's what happened. I am guaranteeing it right now. That is what happened down there in that prison. Oh God, oh Christ, imagine women's prisons where everyone is synced up. Oh God. That's terrifying. That's just terrifying, Mr. Dax. Don't make us think of that. We'll have nightmares. That's what's going on with my desk. My thing that has been keeping the legs stable has been moved. There we go. Now it won't move again. Hooray! That was getting annoying. Lockdown 4 days a month, says Skep. Yep. If the prisoners don't like the food, there will be more food waste, says Mr. Dax. Yes. Days of rage. Yeah. 28 days later. Yep. Yep.
Anderson says the jail reduced costs by $273,000 when it switched to vegetarian meals, although reported savings vary widely.
They actually switched to vegetarian meals in that jail? Oh, those poor bastards.
She says the savings could be even higher for Canada's almost 40,000 inmates, a number that includes inmates in provincial jails, which fall outside federal jurisdiction.
Okay, but they can't. Why does you can't include provincial jails, you moron?
A report in May from Statistics Canada said that in the fiscal year 2017 to 2018, there were on average 24,657 adult inmates in provincial or territorial jails, while the federal portion was 14,129.
How do you expect any sort of beneficial savings when you are wanting to make savings for 14,000 people? I am so stupid. There was blood everywhere! Blood! 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 She cried when she told the story of murdering her husband. Yeah, we know a prison guard who works in the women's prison. And she told us a story of this woman who was telling the other inmates about how she killed her husband, and she was like, and there was blood everywhere, blood, because she came from Quebec. She came from a prison up in Quebec, and she's a very thick French accent. So, oh, let's see here. All right. So that's the end of that story, thank Christ. And we're going to switch over to this story about how conservatives need to understand the legacy of liberty, whatever that means. Let's find out, shall we? Right now, conservatives must take seriously our legacy of liberty. And this is talking about the Magna Carta limits what the state can do to people, and thus what people can. Wait, let's let voiceover read this.
Safari Cutting Level 2. John Robson, Magna Carta limits what the state can do to people and thus what people can do to one another via the state. Part of the Right Now series.
Okay, so this is an ongoing series of articles. So let's see what this has to be. What has to be said. Hello, Seamus. Good to see you. Wait, what? Let's see. Let's see here. The only thing impossible about the Impossible Whopper is trying to make the leaves taste like beef. Well done, Diesel Dave. The people who want to limit our rights want to lecture other people on their liberty. Apparently. Oh, thanks, Check Your Logic. He says, if it wasn't for Blind Press and P-Dog, this would be the most boring Halloween already. Aw. So here's a picture of King John signing the Magna Carta. So, and this is by John Robson. It was written today. Let's get through these links. Okay.
Right now, conservatives must take seriously our legacy of liberty. Link.
Fucking links.
Link. Right now, right now labeled JPG, across the free world, the rise of populism and the decline of open debate has stressed our traditional democratic and societal institutions. New parties and movements are emerging to represent constituencies that have little connection to the political ideologies of the past. What does conservatism mean in Canada today? Is there a set of principles that self-identified conservatives could agree on, and that political parties running on right-of-centre platforms would embrace? Would the country's historical conservative thinkers recognize the moment as it stands today? Here, John Robson.
What is this? Okay.
Examines the legacy of liberty bequeathed to Canadians by the Magna Carta.
So you think that the Magna Carta, first of all, the Magna Carta is for everybody who lives under fucking common law. It is not bequeathed to Canada. Just because we came from the fucking British Empire doesn't mean it was bequeathed to us. Good Lord. Ugh. Limiting our freedom of debate like cancel culture and freedom of speech rules. Yeah.
Canadians have rights, prosperity, security, and an open society because for centuries the English-speaking world has had governments strong enough to protect our liberties without being strong enough to crush them through cunning or stupidity. Anyone who considers themselves conservative ought therefore to be profoundly attached to the historical roots of that system. So where was Magna Carta during the 2019 election? Gathering dust in some foreign museum, I fear, along with Parliament.
Okay. Is this... Where's he going with this?
Perhaps I'm irascible, or just easily annoyed, but mid-campaign I tweeted of Andrew Scheer's claim that whoever got the most parliamentary seats got to govern. What rubbish. The modern Conservative Party has no more interest in our ancient constitution than in any other aspect of genuine conservatism.
Our constitution isn't that ancient, but okay. Whatever you say.
A woman takes a close-up look at a circa 1297 copy of the Magna...
Okay, so that's a picture.
Safari. Magna underscore car. A woman takes a close-up look at...
Goddamn captions.
And if a woman takes a close-up look...
Come on!
People are liable to choke on the word ancient. Old is bad. From these to songs to social institutions to manners, right? But here's the thing.
No, old is not bad, but when you say something that is not even 200 years old is ancient, people are going to call you out. Like, I'm serious. Like, okay, hold up. Liberal values. They don't realize that rights and liberties come with responsibilities. No, they don't, Seamus. They really don't.
For 1,000 years, the Anglosphere has been a beacon to the world because its governments did a better job of protecting human rights than anyone else's. We may deplore our mistakes and crimes, but, as Brian Lee Crowley noted in opening the series, we've attracted migrants the whole way precisely because we do admit, analyze, and try to correct our mistakes.
Yeah. What's your point?
Story continues below. Busy frame. The Anglosphere has also been the guarantor of order and decency in the world for centuries because, to quote U.S. President John Quincy Adams, who instead of explosive tweets could write Greek with one hand and Latin with the other, liberty is power, and normally a conservative party that believed in Canada would have some interest in conserving its legacy of effective liberty.
Okay, this is all bunch of word salad. This is getting... Isn't the Canadian Constitution only like 60 years old? Actually, no, it's even less than that. The Constitution, Canada itself is not even 200 years old. The Constitution, get this, isn't even 30 years old. In 2022, the Constitution of Canada will be 30. But it's ancient, you guys. It's totally ancient. It's such an ancient document here.
Instead, Scheer babbled the party that wins the most seats should be able to form the government. That is a modern convention in Canadian politics, which was rubbish because in a parliamentary system, as he knew perfectly well before washing his brain out with blue acid, parties don't form governments.
Parties don't.
The Anglosphere has been the guarantor of order and decency.
But that's the problem, is that parties don't form governments. Don't forget, honey, these are from the minds of the people who think the LGBTQ people have been attacked and accosted since Confederation. No, this is, honey, this is from the other side. This guy seems like he's a conservative, but like an old conservative.
Semicolon. Link. Tweet. What happens? And I have been at Crowley. Even a staff member points toward the text on a circa 1,200 Magna. A staff member point Magna Carta put limits on what the state can do to people and thus what people can do to one another via the state, and those limits were set by the people, not the government, for reasons that were once obvious. Moreover, it contains remarkably modern rights, if by modern you mean desirable, having apparently missed much of the 20th century and indeed the preceding 8. It guarantees security of the person, rule of law, property rights, women's rights and, believe it or not, no taxation without representation. Clause 12 of the original 1,215 Magna Carta, not an American novelty in 1776.
Yes, we've got, oh my god, okay, you know what? Fuck you. Parties lead government. Yeah. I don't know, this sounded kind of liberally to me, like a liberal disguised as a conservative writing as a, yeah. This is, you know what? Fuck this article. This is too much word salad for, I can't, fuck this. Yes, we get it. The Magna Carta was written in Britain, not in America. Yes, we get it. We fucking get it. Fuck America, fuck white people, fuck. Like, ugh. So, what we're going to do, we're going to quickly, we're going to move a little bit on, because I want to get to the Halloween stuff, but we're going to quickly cover this teacher in Toronto. And then we're going to get to the Halloween shit. And he didn't even touch on limiting the power of the barons. So this teacher who works in Toronto at a Toronto school, apparently went on medical leave and then went to work in Montreal. Because, you know, that's what you do. So let's read this story, and then we'll move on to the Halloween fun.
A Toronto teacher who's been on medical leave since the start of the academic year, but who actively campaigned for the federal election during that time, is also working in a Montreal school.
Oh, what? Okay, so this teacher went on medical leave in September, started campaigning for the federal election, and then went to work in Montreal? Okay.
Roseline Dorson was scheduled to teach a grade 3/4 French immersion class at Toronto's Earl Hague Public School starting in September, but took a paid medical leave and a supply teacher was put in her place.
Oh, of course. Because, you know, instead of... Let's see. So double dipping? Yeah. If she can work, then perhaps she shouldn't be on medical leave, just saying. That would make sense. Yep, triple dip. Yeah, she was paid medical leave, exactly.
On Wednesday, staff at St. Monica Elementary School in Montreal's West End confirmed Dawson is teaching there.
So fuck my students in Toronto. I'm just going to go work in Montreal. The balls on that woman, says Mr. Dax. No kidding.
Toronto District School Board spokesperson Ryan Bird says the board has been investigating these serious concerns, which, if true, would be considered sick leave abuse. Earlier this week, our investigation revealed that this employee has been working at a school in Montreal, he told the Star Wednesday. As soon as we learned of that, we took immediate action and suspended her pay pending the outcome of our investigation.
Just fire her! What investigation do you need? Fire her! I don't get it. What investigation? When I was working, one of the millwrights did this without reporting to the insurance company. He was fired. Good. Even the robot is roboting. Oh no. Is that illegal there? Yeah. Lurking and playing LOTR. Cool.
Contacted on Wednesday afternoon, Dawson told the Star that someone would be commenting on her behalf, but nobody responded by Wednesday evening.
Someone's gonna comment on my behalf because I have enough balls to fuck over my students in one province and go to another and to run for a federal election while taking the medical leave, but I don't have the balls to talk to the newspaper. Any bets this bitch was a liberal and after Ford got elected, she went, oh, I'm with her. Yeah. Pincolo, you're not wrong.
I will not make additional comments at this time, she told the Star. I've been advised not to comment to reporters, but you will hear my side of the story.
You've been advised not to speak to reporters, huh? Oh.
According to their collective agreements, teachers on sick leave are entitled to 11 days at 100% of their salary, and 120 short-term leave and disability plan days at 90% of their salary.
So 11 days at 100% and 120 days at 90%? Jesus Christ. That's insane. Nobody else gets that kind of treatment. Nobody else gets that kind of... Holy crap. Protected by the union is right, Pincolo. Good Lord.
Heading level 3, you might be in...
So that's the end of that story. And so now we're going to move along to the Halloween stuff. First, we're going to talk about this article, which is... Here we go. Where is it here? Where are we here? Halloween display in Milton accused of depicting violence against women will stay, town says. So this is posted yesterday. And this guy, Mitch Garber, is the subject of the article. I think this is his picture. They're the picture of the display that we have headlining this article. Let's see here. I'm entitled to 6 weeks at 30%. Ouch. Ouch. The unions will protect her and she will get a slap on the wrist. That's crazy. So, that is the picture of the display. Now let's hear. Let's read.
A Milton resident whose front yard Halloween display has been characterized as normalizing violence against women will be allowed to keep his spectacle through October 31st.
Normalizing violence against women. Okay, here's a term that I don't understand. Where is it normalized in our culture to be violent towards women?
FSK. Since 2013, Mitch Garber has turned the front of his home on Rageoween into a haunted house every Halloween, claiming to use it as a fundraiser for the Kidney Foundation.
Claiming to. I love how they make it sound like that. He's claiming to use it as a fundraiser for the Kidney Foundation, but nobody really thinks he's doing that. Like, really? Has he hung a witch?
We have 1,000 to 1,500 people come by every Halloween, says Garber.
Wow. That's a great turnout.
They check out our yard display. They walk through our crosswalker in the driveway base. People thank us. They love what we're doing. They love us kids. They look forward to it.
That's great.
Garber says over the 6 years, the display, which includes an indoor paid entry portion, has raised around $40,000 and he's hoping to top the $50,000 mark with another $10,000 for 2019.
That is awesome. That is really, really cool that he's using this to raise money for the Kidney Foundation. And he's raising is almost 40 grand. That's a lot for one night, just 10 grand one night. That's pretty cool.
Story continues below. Advert third party and read link. Hello, read more. However, whether Garber will continue the tradition beyond this year is in question, after a specific complaint to Milton's town council from a neighbor.
Of course, a neighbor.
FSK, she'd call the town on us, Garber said. Her only issue, she said, was the violence against women. And honestly, by doing what she's doing and making a big stink, she's calling my family out. And she's pretty much telling us that we support family violence against women, which is totally wrong. You are currently...
What violence against women, though? I'm confused. And I bet you this neighbor chick just moved in. I guarantee you she's new to the neighborhood.
Mitch Garber says he's been had Halloween displays at his home in Milton for 6 years. Figure. Mitch Global News reached out to Milton councillor Mike Lewitt, who confirmed an email complaint from a female resident, specifically protesting against mannequins and skeletons that were hanging from a tree near a city sidewalk.
It's Halloween! You hang mannequins and skeletons from trees! You retard! Holy fuck! Let me guess, a Karen from the block. Yep.
Story continues below. There was a complaint issued to our bylaws department earlier this week, said Cluett. The officer attended the house to investigate the issues raised. Seeing how there is nothing in the bylaws against this, the officer had issued a notice of infraction for a road fouling bylaw and possibly impeding the sidewalk with the skeletons hanging in the tree. Haunted house 000000817 still 00.
So that's a picture, I think, of their haunted house.
There was a image 113. Thrill seekers could win $20,000 if they finish terrifying Garber. The only thing Garber confirmed the visit from the bylaw officer and was told he had property violations.
Property violations, huh? Really? In 6 years, this is the first property. Okay.
The only thing that they saw wrong with our display is that we had a little bit on the boulevard, which is town property, so they asked us to remove it. We got an extension to clean up on the 1st of November. We can go through with the event, Garber said.
Good.
Garber says the event and the Kidney Foundation are close to his heart, as he has been a victim of kidney failure.
See, this is a guy who's suffered through kidney failure, trying to give back to the Kidney Foundation. I love it when she yells. Press is so cute when she's irate. Aw. But like, he's trying to give back to the Kidney Foundation because he suffered from kidney failure, and instead some bitch from down the street is telling him that he and his family basically are okay with violence against women because they have skeletons and mannequins hanging in a tree because it's fucking Halloween. And that's what you fucking do on Halloween. Hear that, Pincolo? Our leaf spider is violent against spiders. No good deed goes unpunished, says Maniac Man, the Eternal Paradox. Yep. I feel bad for thinking this, but she goes into a blind rage. Please don't kill me. No. I'm not one of those retards. It identifies as a black widower. It identifies as a black widower. That's awesome. Oh, God. Okay.
Read more. Link. In 2013, I was diagnosed with chronic kidney disease and was hospitalized for about a week, said Garber. And then May 27th, on my birthday this year, I had a kidney failure. Garber says he was able to recover from both incidents, and it's the work of the foundation that motivates the affection for his fundraising display.
See?
Global News Radio was able to reach the complainant during a talk show phone-in show on Wednesday. The complainant did not reveal her name, but believes her objection to the display is justified. Before officially filing with the town's authorities, the complainant told Global News that she did communicate directly with one of Garber's family members to address her concern. You were current.
With who? With which one of his family members? Did you yell at his kids? So someone had a look at the pelvic tilt and decided the skeletons were feminine. Oh. So some nosy blue-haired cunt that doesn't like Halloween. Got it. Yep. Pretty much.
Story continues. Third part complainant says her issue with a neighbor's front yard Halloween display are torsos that she says depicts violence against women. Image.
So these are the, I guess this is the picture of what she finds is wrong. I've just scrolled up a bit so you guys can take a look at the skeletons. Gasp! Did she just assume the gender of the skeletons, says Maddie? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Bad. No. It didn't mean to say country. It meant to say cunt, but Google is a pussy. Let's see.
A complaint. I just said, could I actually have a conversation with you about some of the dismembered female torsos that are out on the lawn?
I'm sure that's exactly how you came across. You very calmly walked up and said, "Excuse me, can I just have a conversation with you about the dismembered female torsos on your lawn?" Yes. That's totally what you said. This is even dumber than the pumpkin blackface outrage. Oh, zombie Teddy. Oh, zombie Teddy. Just you wait till the next story. Just you wait. Because the next story itself isn't the stupid part. The reaction of some of the disabled people that I know is the reaction that I am going to be discussing. And just you wait. Just you wait. I can't believe Google is actually auto-changing all my messages. I actually turned all that off, so that's YouTube's side. Yeah. Not surprised. Conversation equals screaming. Screaming into the void on Twitter. Yep.
However, the complainant said her requests appeared to be ignored, and that's when she decided to file a grievance.
Yeah, because I guarantee you did not calmly request to have a conversation like that. And if I was approached by somebody like that, I would ignore them too. I would just be like, yeah, you're a crazy bitch. Go away.
Much to her surprise, a town administrator told her there was little that could be done about displays on private property.
Why is that a surprise to you?
She even said to me that the bylaw officer said, you could put a swastika on your lawn. That's not a problem, she said.
Yeah, you could put a swastika on your lawn because it's your lawn. Isn't it amazing that you live in a country where freedom of speech is a thing?
The complainant, who says she's not against Halloween displays, said she left the issue since it was the first year of Garber's spectacle, figuring the family would consider intent versus impact and reconsider displaying the torsos the following year.
No, what? Wait, this started in 2013? Seriously?
Story continues. Filtered link. I thought, they'll probably put them in the paid portion. As we know, year 2 comes around and they're up again.
So she waited 6 years. 6 years.
Cluet, who says he's been to the Garber's haunted house over the years as a supporter, understands the complainant's concerns, but despite the complaints about some of the items on display depicting violence against women, says there's nothing in the bylaws about Halloween decorations.
Where is the violence against women?
As for whether Garber will continue with his haunted house in 2020 is yet to be seen. Despite all the visits it's gotten over the years and support from the community, he says the complaint has made he and his family feel like bad people.
Yeah, because that's what they want you to feel like. This woman is a real fucking cunt. Yeah, she is.
We're not sure if we're going to continue this. It's our 6th year of doing it. We're getting to our $50,000 goal this year, Garber said. But with threats like this, it's just disheartening. You are currently...
Okay, you didn't get a threat. Don't do that, dude. You're in the right, but you didn't get a threat, so don't say that you did. So this story right here is the story that I'm going to read first before I read you a Facebook post. Let's see, blindpress.exe has stopped working. Stupidbitch.exe virus has caused her to crash. She needs to be restarted. Yep. So this story, I actually found, because of a Facebook post, that a person that I actually used to be friends with in real life posted on Facebook. And I'm going to read the story as it is right now, and then I'm going to go to the Facebook post. I'm not going to put it up on Safari because it's going to dox people, but I will read you what she put before sharing this article. Then I will read you the comments section. So so Terry Fox, Maniac Man, is he was a Canadian athlete who developed bone cancer, and he did a cross Canada run to raise money for cancer research. He didn't make it all the way across Canada. Unfortunately, he ended up dying in the middle of the run. But this happened in the 80s. And every year, schools across Canada do what's called the Terry Fox Run. to continue to raise money for cancer research and all that stuff. So this little boy in Newfoundland, he's 7. Okay, I almost feel bad now. Almost, says Fury Kitten. So this little boy is the subject of the story. So let's get through here. So here we go.
One little boy in Newfoundland will not be going door to door trick-or-treating for candy like the rest of his peers on Halloween, but will instead be soliciting donations for charity. Selfless 7-year-old Ethan Smallwood, who lives in the town of Clark's Beach, has with his mother created a very convincing, "You are currently on Terry Fox costume to help raise nearly $12 and counting.
So $12,000 and counting
for cancer research. Fresh Daily screen name.
So this is the tweet.
This elbow has already raised $11 K plus by dressing up as Terry Fox for Halloween. Emoji, jack-o'-lantern, semicolon. Emoji, Candace Smallwood. Number Canada. Number Halloween.
And here is the video.
Number Halloween. Frame. In frame 4, button and button. Content is empty. Button 0, 25. 11.60 button.
Is it going to
Press
work?
button.
Yeah, there it goes.
Hello everybody, my name's Ethan. For this year, for Halloween, I'm being my hero, Terry Fox. Instead of candy, which my mom said let me eat, I'm going to raise money for cancer research. Press the link below to donate for cancer research.
Aww.
Bye. Thanks for your support.
So that's him.
Out of Canadian.
So, and he's doing the Terry Fox limp, right? Because that's Terry Fox. He had a fake, an artificial leg. He lost his leg to the bone cancer, and he continued to do his run anyway. So that's the little video that they put out on Twitter. Too adorable, says Lindsay. Yeah, I agree. 7 Newfie years, is that like 3 in regular human? No. I was 5 during Terry Fox's run across Canada and was disappointed that I couldn't go see him when he ran through my area. Oh, cool. That's a good cause, says Mr. Dax. Yeah, just wait till we're gonna get to the angering part. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
This year for Halloween, I'm being my hero, Terry Fox, Smallwood says in a fundraising video before thanking donors for their support. More than 350 people have gotten behind the boy's cause, and a number of major news networks have helped spread the word.
So 350 people so far have supported or have donated.
Ethan apparently became obsessed with Terry Fox after learning about him during his school's Terry Fox run, and has been collecting books and other memorabilia related to the Canadian legend ever since.
That's cool.
According to the CBC, he's even written his own comic book about his hero.
Oh, that's adorable. That's absolutely adorable. So this story right here, I'm going to pick up my phone and jump over to Facebook. And I'm going to go over here and go into the post where I found this article. Where's the view post? There it is. Okay. So this person that I used to actually know in real life before she posted the article, because you know how you can post a little message. So this says, so before she posts the article, she says, all right, he's a kid, but this is cripping up. He's pretending to be disabled. Let me just, okay. Disabled for Halloween. Not surprised that it's so popular. Sort of tired of people in my world not recognizing this literal erasure of disability and other ableist things is not okay. And I am patient, but I expect better. Okay? That's what she wrote as an adult. That's what she wrote before sharing this article. So there's the first comment from somebody saying, "Thank God, I thought I was the only one." And then somebody else says, while he's trying to do something positive, it appropriates disability. But also, it is also, here, I'm reading this as it is, but also, it is also inspiration porn. The problem is, it's teaching young children that it's okay to do this. Yes, how dare young children want to dress up as somebody who tried to do something good before he died? How dare they want to emulate that? How dare they want to raise money for cancer research because of that? How dare that child think that somebody who was disabled is their hero? How dare he? And then somebody else said, I shared this because I thought it was sweet and a heartwarming idea, especially for Halloween. But now I see the flaws. And then another person commented, I thought when I first saw the coverage that he also wore a prosthetic, and then realized that he was mimicking. He could have raised money for Terry so he could have raised money and honored Terry Fox in another way instead of pretending to be disabled. And it is inspiration porn, hands down. So then me, the voice of reason, comes in and says, how's it inspiration porn when somebody says someone like Terry Fox is their hero? I mean, do we hate ourselves so much as disabled people that when people want to dress up and emulate a disabled person that we say that it's bad? Would it be wrong to say Louis Braille is a hero or Stephen Hawking? And then the original poster replies to me and says anyone can be a hero to anybody, in my opinion. It's when somebody pretends to be disabled that I have a problem. The little boy has a large sock over his one leg as to mimic Terry Fox, who as an amputee had a prosthetic. Let me just make sure I'm getting the rest of this the comment right. The cripping up to fundraise is the gross part here. The gross part. So I reply saying, yeah, because it's called Halloween. By your logic, you could only dress up as Helen Keller. Oh, wait, you're not deaf, so that's out too. You can't be Ray Charles or Louis Braille because you're not a man. Guess you're stuck with being Alicia Masters, girlfriend to the Thing. Good luck with that. And she replies, no joke, she goes, well, yeah, that's what I believe, and that's okay. It's also okay that we disagree. I'm not kidding. And this person, this lovely person, so that is the that is the absolute bullshit. And this person, they also have a Twitter bio that I hadn't actually looked at. So let me just find it here. Where is it? Where is it here? Here it is. Okay, so I quote tweeted her because she, after the Facebook argument, she went to Twitter to say, having tons of discussions about how cripping up is not a way to go through Halloween. It's appropriation. So that's when I said, then disabled people better not dress up as able-bodied people for Halloween. It's appropriation, you know. But her bio, here we go. Let's go to her bio here. Blind PhD candidate, U Toronto, so that's her university. Blind PhD candidate, dramaturgy, which I've just discovered is a study of some Shakespearean theory, interdisciplinary arts student, she/they, co-editor of Feminist Space Camp magazine. She's shitting on a 7-year-old. She is shitting on a 7-year-old because he's dressing up as Terry Fox to raise money for cancer research. Because he's wearing a sock and mimicking the limp that you used to have with prosthetics. Does she want his mom to cut his fucking foot off to make the costume real? Like, what is wrong with this? Why can he not do this? How dare you shit on this little boy? Because first of all, for a 7-year-old to want to raise money instead of collect candy is pretty much unheard of. So go good on him. Good on this little boy for that. But, like, holy crap. To say that he's cripping up people who have nothing better to do than rain on a small child's parade, says Maniac Man. Yeah. At least this kid is actually doing something for a cause, unlike you lazy couch activist brainlets. Yeah. It's people like this that will give this kid lifelong neurosis. Yeah. It's disgusting. It's okay, let's chop the kid's leg off, says Duck Dog. Yeah, no kidding. I wonder how they feel about Greta Thunberg. Yeah. No, I no kidding, right? Don't give a local doc any ideas. They'll put him on a mandatory amputation list. Obviously, this kid is transable. Isn't appropriation stealing? How can you steal a disability? I don't know. Gun lurking. Ah. Ugh. This is. And she's appropriating transness. Yeah. Yeah. She's appropriating rationale, critical thought, and intelligence. How long before people say you can't dress up as people who were so much as allegedly mentally disabled like Albert Einstein? That's not a bad question, Maniac Man. Or check your logic. And Maniac Man says humanity appropriation. Cripping up, please someone tell that term to Monkey. Well, I was hoping he would be awake. Because I sent him the link because I figured he'd want to talk about this. But I guess he's sleeping. Is she of Celtic descent? Because if not, she shouldn't be celebrating Halloween. That's a good point. It's a very good point. So this is. I was just outraged by this person because it's like, how could you sit there like, and for her, when I pointed all that shit out, for her to be like, yeah, that's exactly right. Disabled people shouldn't dress up as able-bodied people, and they should only dress up as the disability that they represent. Like, what? Ah, yes, it's Pumpkin's birthday. That's correct. It's Little Pumpkin's birthday. Yep, she was born on Halloween. It's Pumpkin's birthday. And I think he said that his son and everybody was moving out, so they may be doing that. Oh, well, maybe I'll send him the replay. So that's that ridiculousness. I have one more Halloween story that will probably take us to the end of the show. And it's this one. Inviting stigma or squashing it. Use of blue pumpkins for trick-or-treaters with autism debated. So I guess like the blue pumpkin buckets, I guess, should be used for people with autism. I don't know. I'm confused. I think Pinkalo sent me this one. So that's a mom decorating her 15-year-old autistic son's blue pumpkin bucket. Why are you going to give a teenager a pumpkin bucket? Come on, dude. Even if he is on the spectrum and has a child's mind, don't be mean to the teenager. Give him a pillowcase. Come on. They are painting the pumpkin buckets blue to identify the kids with autism. Why do you need to identify kids with autism? So people feel sorry for them and give them more candy? I'm confused. I don't understand.
Pumpkins, specifically blue ones, have become a subject of contention between Autism Canada and some parents who are adopting the practice of using blue candy carriers to identify trick-or-treaters with autism this Halloween.
Was I doing Halloween all wrong when I was a kid? Like, should I have on the back of my costume or something had like blind child trick-or-treating on as a sign or something. Like, was I doing something wrong by not identifying myself as blind? Like, I'm confused. Why do you need to identify that your child has a disability? Yeah, I'm with you, Green Badger. Why?
All children should be out trick-or-treating, because you're only young ones, Arlene Reed said Tuesday night, as she and her 15-year-old son, Jacob, who has autism, painted his pumpkin blue. He can't say trick-or-treat sometimes, or he forgets to say thank you, said Arlene, who serves as a school trustee in the Winnipeg School Division. I think the blue pumpkin will help us to identify there's something unique about him.
Because people are... are you saying that people are stupid and not observant? Like, I'm confused. Wait, why didn't they just buy a blue bucket? I don't know. I don't know. I work at Walmart and we sell the pumpkin buckets that are orange, green, purple, and blue. It means nothing. Yeah. Blue is apparently the color for autism. I guess they've decided that blue means autistic.
The Blue Pumpkin Initiative follows the similar use of teal pumpkins, which was organized by Food Allergy Research and Education to highlight food allergies. A teal pumpkin placed outside a home indicates the homeowners are offering alternative treats for those with food allergies.
Okay.
List one item.
I didn't know that. Why blue? Blue is only one part of the spectrum, says Fury Kitten. That's true. I get why people do this, because people with autism can have issues with social interactions, etc., like Cynical Lindsay said. Yeah. Sinatra may be able to explain the blue thing way better. Yeah, he probably could. Unfortunately, nobody's gotten back to me, so oh well, they're probably busy.
Link. Home cooking is not end of CBC footer. Content end of link.
Where's the
link? Heading left link.
Where did the story go?
Link.
Son of a
Heading
bitch.
Link. Heading left link.
Sorry, let me plug this back in and find the rest of the story. Where is it? Where did it go? Where? Okay. CBC frickin' moved me. And I've lost my place. All right. Where is it here? This is the first year. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, so here we are. Now I know where I am. Okay. I have found my place again.
This is the first year the Reeds are using the blue pumpkin method. Arlene Reed says last year, her 6'2" son, who she says is normally very shy, was told at some homes that he was too old to be collecting candy, or was chided for not saying trick or treat.
Okay. Like, I can understand using it for people who are oh, it keeps going. Yeah, it does. It seems arbitrary. It's like, I can understand for people who are like this teenager who may not be verbal, who has like the mind of a child. It like I can see where this could be a thing, but let's see.
Dermot Cleary, chair of Autism Canada, said the organization doesn't support the viral movement, arguing that creating labels can be harmful.
Well, they're not wrong.
Dermot Cleary, chair of Autism Canada, says the organization doesn't support the Blue Pumpkin Initiative. We don't believe there should be identifiers for autism that are expected, he says. Craig Chivers /CBC. End of. We don't believe there should be identifiers for autism that are expected or become the default way of operating, said Cleary.
Why? So you want people to read your mind and know you're autistic and treat you accordingly? You just want people to be telepathic? He's 15, autism or not, he's too old. That I agree with. Pink Hollow. I agree. Over 12 years old to be charged for trick-or-treating in the UK. See, I think 14 is the cutoff. My last trick-or-treat was 14. And then I was done. 15 is too old, even if you are autistic. You can help hand out candy at home. And if you still want to dress up, you can dress up. But, yeah. 14 is okay, says Irate. Yeah. I dressed up as... what did I dress up as? Can't remember. I think I was some sort of demon, like a deadite or something like that. Oh, that's what I was. I was a biker deadite. I was my best friend did my face up like one of the deadites from The Evil Dead, and I wore my leathers for motorcycling. So, sexy nurse? No, I was a deadite biker. That's what I was. That was really, and it was really hot that Halloween. It was one of those weird freaking Halloweens where it was double-digit temperatures. 15's when you go and get 15's when you go out, get effed up, and trash the neighbor's yard. A sexy biker deadite, right.
We believe the kind of identification in order to enjoy Halloween is inappropriate.
Do you? So when autism is defined as a social disability, you think that having identifiers so that people who can recognize that you have that social disability so they don't treat you like shit and ostracize you because you are not taking part in the normal social cues, you think that having those identifiers is bad. Deadite is cool, says Irate Prostate. Yeah, that was a fun year. We went out trick-or-treating downtown, and we got a whole bunch of stuff. We got like 2 pillowcases full. We got 1 each. Then we went back to my best friend's place and stayed up all night. We watched The Exorcist, and then we watched From Dusk Till Dawn. Back to back. It was really fun. We got big pussy, little pussy, hairy pussy, smelly pussy. We give 2 pussy for the price of 1. You get 1 pussy, you buy another pussy for a penny. I love that movie. We gotta watch it again. Man, I wish we had Halloween when I was growing up, says Mr. Dax. I love From Dusk Till Dawn. That's a great movie. It's a freaking great movie. I need to watch that again.
He added that the color blue is not an identifier of autism, and exposing any child as someone with autism without reason is not something Autism Canada supports.
Okay, so it's not officially the color of autism. Okay.
Autism Canada reached its position after consulting with people on the autism spectrum, and received the consensus vote against backing the movement. This is not something that those on the spectrum who are able to speak for themselves as adults, who have lived that experience, wish to see take place, and we defer to their views above all else, he said.
Okay, but you have all grown up. You are no longer trick-or-treating. This should be for kids. We're not talking about you. I'm sorry, but this is a problem. This is a problem. I understand that some autistic adults feel that having an identifier like that is not good. But you know what? You're adults. You don't go trick-or-treating anymore. You aren't a non-autistic parent with an autistic child who has to deal with the blowback both from the people around your child and from your child themselves from being ostracized because they can't figure out the social cues. If you seriously, like, this is the problem. This is, and I've known several people with autism, so this is where this is why I'm saying that I've dealt with it. Autism kind of affects your ability to make an abstract thought. So a lot of autistic people, I'm not saying that they're, inept or ineffectual or something, but it doesn't occur to them that it might have been hard for their parents because, like, it's a very strange illness, autism. It manifests itself in so many ways. But for an autistic adult to say that children shouldn't have an autistic child shouldn't have an identifier to make things easier, not only for the people around them, but for them, so that they don't have to deal with the problems of the social minutia, basically. I don't see what's wrong with that. I think as they grow up, it's important for an autistic person to realize that, yes, you don't need to walk around and tell everybody you're autistic, and people will understand, and the people who don't, you don't want them around you. But if you're a child and you're trying to navigate this stuff and your parents are just trying to do the best for you, and any other children that they may have that may or may not be autistic, I think it's very unsupportive and very short-sighted of Autism Canada to shit on this idea. A blue bucket is a harmless signal, says Mr. Dax, especially if the person in question has trouble with social situations. Yeah. Like, as someone on the spectrum, says Lindsay, you would think you would want an autistic child trick-or-treating. You would think you would want people to be aware of an autistic child who is trick-or-treating and may not pick up on social cues. Yeah. Like, that's like that is like the CNIB saying little kids shouldn't carry canes. Little blind children shouldn't carry canes because it will mark them as different. Like that's exactly what this is. I'm not on the spectrum. I'm talking about the guy who hates this idea. No, I know what you meant, Lindsay. But yeah, this is like the CNIB coming out and saying we don't agree that children who are blind should take their canes trick-or-treating because we don't want them to be set apart from the other children. I don't get it. Like, why does Autism Canada not support making Halloween as least triggering as possible? Because Halloween can be very triggering for autistic kids. The socialness, the noises, the excitement. Like, why? Why would this be something that you are against? I don't understand why the disabled community feels the need to tear itself apart the way it's like this. This is another example. We've got this with Autism Canada. And then we've got freaking blind adults shitting on little boys who want to raise money for cancer research because he has deigned to idolize Terry Fox and to dress up as him. Like, what the fuck, people? Come on. Come on. Just seriously. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy Halloween. Don't fucking ruin it. It drives me crazy. That drives me crazy. So, guys, we've got about...
has caught on because it's an attractive proposition on the surface level, said Cleary, but he notes there are other ways to achieve the same goal.
How?
It could be simply done with a neat name tag that describes I'm unable to speak to you tonight, but I want to say Happy Halloween. It could be that simple, said Cleary.
Yes, because people have time to read name tags and get close enough to read name tags on Halloween when there are hundreds of kids at their door. Yeah, that's totally a thing. Fucking retard. So I'm just going to stop screen sharing here. And we are going to take a few minutes and get your opinions. And if you've got any questions for me or whatever, we're just going to take the last 5 minutes. We've gone a bit over, but no big deal. We'll live. And we'll go to 1:40 and then we'll end the stream. So let's see here. Let's see. If anyone's got anything to say, now is your time. Am I passing out candy? Yes, I am the one who is actually handing out the candy because Pink Hollow is taking the boys trick-or-treating if it fucking stops pouring. I hate handing out candy because a lot of the kids around here have figured out that I can't see. So the ones that come in large groups, there's always a couple that like get candy and sneak to the back of the group and come back up. Last year, there was some random kid who walked right up to our house. Pinkalo actually, yeah, they're not little kids either that are doing this. Pinkalo's right. It's the 12, 13, 14-year-olds from the complex, and those melanated individuals need to have their heads punched in, says Pinkalo. Nobody's talking about the Finder's Glow. Wait, what? Oh, you guys are going to see John Carpenter's Halloween? Nice. Those kids are going to be politicians. Where's my Halloween costume? I don't have one this year. I need to get back into it. I've lost I don't know if it's been how bad my depression's been the past few years. I actually have a want to dress up this year, but I don't have anything to wear. Before I just didn't care. Yeah, this year, now that I actually want to dress up, I don't have anything to dress up in. No adult Halloween costume party. No, not this year. This year, well, that, and it's gonna be super. It's gonna be super tight because poor Pincalo just got a. He would have just got. He just got a call that says he needs to go out of province for work, for a delivery. So he needs to take the kids trick-or-treating, take Logan to my mother so that she can take him to daycare tomorrow, come home, go to sleep for 5 hours, wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, drive 6 hours, pick up the delivery, drive back. So it's gonna be hard. Zombie Teddy says, I live in a van. It's really hard to hand out free candy in a van. I hear you, Blinds. I love Halloween and haven't dressed up in a while. I will next year. I know you are, Zombie Teddy. It's just funny. Not only difficult, suspicious, says Mr. Dax. Got to go to my doc and get told my eye herpes is better. Oh, good. Just when you get those kids in line, hand out X-Lax and diuretics. That's awesome. Reminds me of that scene from Yellowbeard with Blind Pew. And he had the gold coin on the chain, so he didn't have to donate, but it made a sound. Oh. Happy Halloween. Does Pincala the Drive-In 8-Man not know that work is evil, as is other provinces? Yeah, well, it's worth it's good money, so. I may be broadcasting. Oh, I may be broadcasting Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds tonight. Oh, nice. Very nice. If I can get the kids to bed, I may. If I can get Alex to bed on time, I may join you if you do that. I am going to be on Minions with Prospero. It is her night tonight, and my headache is gone, so I will be joining her. Please come and watch that. I'm also still looking for a guest tomorrow, so keep your ears peeled for that. And I hope everyone has a fantastic Halloween. I hope everybody has a great day. I hope everyone has fun doing whatever they do for Halloween. I hope you don't run into too many asshole children looking for candy. And I hope everyone will come back tomorrow for another coffee stream. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow.